in this ring.
Get down.
All right, Domini, it's time for Elimination Chamber preview. Let's start at the bottom. Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. This is going to be in the pre-show, isn't it?
They won't put Braun in the pre-show.
I mean, I feel like
It should be. On the grand scale, it should be, for sure.
Well, Buddy Murphy and Tozawa is going to be on the pre-show.
Unfortunately.
And Buddy Murphy will continue to hold that belt through WrestleMania. And the question is, who's he going to fight at WrestleMania? That's my question.
It's a really good question.
You know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see them like pull up one of the NXT guys and have him fight. Like pull up Kyle O'Reilly.
That'd be crazy.
Put up somebody like that and just like do it, and everyone will go like some mystery opponent, and then just knock the socks off everybody. Where Buddy Murphy just has an open WrestleMania challenge, and you just pull out some NXT dude, and you're like, "Whoa, that's gonna be awesome!" And then just let him go to work.
Yeah, I don't think you really have anybody else established right now. So
that's what I mean. You've gone through everybody. You've moved Ali out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Adam Cole doing it.
Tommy left, so whatever. That ruined it.
Yeah, whatever. I'm over that already.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of who else is out there that can kind of because there's some NXT. I mean, Matt Riddle's a little on the bigger side for 205 Live champ, but I mean that would be a hell of a fun way to go too.
Do you want to run Cedric back? I don't know.
No, I
You've
don't.
probably seen it already. Yeah.
I've seen it too many times already. I don't want to run that back. So
awesome as it was, but yes.
I'll tell you what. You could also go one of the UK guys route.
That'd be good.
I mean, how about a Tyler Bate?
In there? That'd be
let's do that. Let's put a little Tyler Bate in there. That's I think the best way to go. There you go. We've done it. Remember, you heard it here first in this ring. So in 6 weeks, when it doesn't happen, you go, you know what would have been cool? Tyler Bate. We would have gone, yeah, we know. All right. So Strowman's going to beat Corbin. I mean, they have to. You can't have Corbin beating Braun Strowman. Even in a mixed finish, you can't have that happen. I don't think that's not the business. All right, SmackDown Tag Team Championships. You got the McMahons the Miz. What are they calling themselves now?
Well, it was McMiz TV.
Miz TV, whatever the hell. I don't know. Whatever. Shane McMahon taking up TV time from a million other tag teams who are really good on SmackDown that we have to watch. Shane and Miz, who's a really good singles wrestler who should be in Elimination Chamber. And not in this, but whatever. They're giving Miz a break. If they want to right now, can we please just move Miz to the commentary? I mean, that would help things immensely.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Michael Cole screws up one more freaking obvious thing in a match, I'm going to lose my mind. Like, he has no idea who's wrestling anymore. Like, Michael Cole is just completely phoning it in. But I'll save that for later. So I'd love to see the Usos win here and McMahon getting turned on by Miz. What do you think? Is it happening, or are we there?
Yeah, Usos winning would be good. I think Miz turning on Shane as a result of the loss would be good. I think it should happen here, and they should start building.
I agree.
So one-on-one.
Usos, WrestleMania tag team match. That's what I want.
Money.
They've never gone over as champs at a WrestleMania, have they? I want to say they tweeted about that, and they were all like, just kind of throwing that out there. So this is their opportunity to do that. I'd like to see it. All right, you got the Raw Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott. All right.
It should be okay.
I mean, it'll be fine. Whatever.
Well, the Charlotte at ringside will make things interesting, at least.
Yeah, I guess. And then, of course, you got the IC belt. You got Bobby Lashley versus Lio Rush with Lio Rush against Finn Balor. I guess here's the question. Do we want Finn Balor to walk into WrestleMania as Intercontinental Champion? I say yes. I want him to walk in Intercontinental Champion, but I don't want him to leave Intercontinental Champion.
Okay. And then set up a push for the second half of the year, maybe.
I want an immediate Finn Balor push with
Seth Rollins stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that. I'm trying to think of Intercontinental. Yeah.
No, Drew McIntyre is perfect.
Yeah. McIntyre would be great as an Intercontinental. Yeah, absolutely.
And then as soon as KO comes back, you have McIntyre feud with KO, which will be awesome.
And KO as the babyface will be interesting.
KO is the babyface, is the likable, unlikable guy, and I think that would work great. It'd be everything you want it to be and more.
Gutterballs, Kevin Owens.
So what's your prediction there? Do you think Bobby Lashley, am I just wishful thinking? You think they keep it on Lashley, or is it?
I think Balor wins. I think it's a coin flip. They could just keep it either way, but I like to see Balor win as well, and I think it's the logical direction.
I guess the question is who – so then we get Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor at WrestleMania, which makes a lot more sense. Like, that's an IC match I can get behind.
I know we've seen it a lot because they've just had a kind of spin these guys' wheels, but yeah, I'm saying it's very good. Yeah,
it's good, It's good. Just let them do it. All right, let's get to the Elimination Chamber. You got the Women's Tag Team Championships. You got Sasha Bailey, Nia Tamina, Riot Squad, Mandy, Sonia, Iconics, and Naomi Carmella. I imagine what is it, like 2-1 Sasha Bailey? Like, what are the odds there? I mean,
I know it's probably almost even.
It's even, right?
Well, we know Sasha and Bailey and Mandy and Sonya are starting it because they got pinned in those.
Right. So you're going to build that whole baby face. They have to, Bailey and Sasha are going to start. And they're going to run the entire thing at the end, and they're going to win. If it's not them, who's your money on?
I would love it to be the Iconics. I think
that's where my money is.
I fear they're going to do Nia and Tamina, which would be a terrible decision because the quality of matches there would not be good.
I agree. I think it would be a terrible decision, but I think Nia and Tamina are going to face them at WrestleMania.
I could see that.
I think that's where they're going.
Yeah. And unless you want to start the breakup of Sasha and Bailey and have Sasha just get pissed at Bailey.
I just don't know what they're going to do on SmackDown with Asuka. Like, who is she going to fight at WrestleMania? Know what's going to happen, Tim? Here's what's going to happen. That match, that Women's SmackDown Championship, is going to be in a pre-show at WrestleMania if they're not careful. Because there's nobody. I don't think you're going to put Naomi there. I don't think Mandy Rose is ready for that spot yet.
No.
Ember Moon would have been the right person, but she's not there.
Yeah.
I mean, it would take a call-up of Shayna Baszler, but I don't think they want to do that right now.
I don't think they should. That goes more towards our point of Charlotte Asuka. We need that to
I agree.
Bounce her out, but
unless at Fastlane there's some sort of match between Charlotte and Becky for the spot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if that's the case and she knocks her down there, or maybe Asuka comes and ruins Charlotte's match. That's how you do it. Asuka comes in, ruins the finish for Charlotte. Not only does she lose, now you got the heat between her and Asuka again.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a little WrestleMania from last year. I remember, the North remembers kind of thing.
I would say Asuka ruins Charlotte, prevents her from cheating. I would say in that
something like that.
I want Asuka to be the babyface and Charlotte as still the heel if you're doing that.
All right, then you got Men's Elimination Chamber. You've got Daniel Bryan versus AJ versus Samoa Joe versus Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy versus Kofi. Right? I mean, is that?
Yeah. Well, I teased it in the notes as Mustafa Ali removed Kofi, replacing. So
yeah. So I mean, so it's definitely Kofi. So there you go. So Kofi's the guy now, and I desperately want Daniel Bryan to hold this title.
Me too.
Because I am not ready for him not to hold that hilarious belt up anymore. I'm nowhere near ready. I want it all day long. And I don't care who.
Yep.
I don't really care who he fights at WrestleMania. I just want him to hold that belt and just be awesome. So
I think he will retain, depending. I don't see anyone taking it from him on that show yet.
Who's the most logical fight for him at WrestleMania? Is it AJ again? I don't have a problem with that if it is.
Well, if the AJ and Orton rumors are true, it's kind of
so. If AJ Orton rumors are true, then that only opens up one spot, and it's Andrade. And to me, that's the only other guy you can get a big time match out of with Daniel Bryan. It's not going to be Samoa Joe.
No,
it's not going to be Jeff Hardy. It's not going to be one of the New Day. It's not happening.
And I don't think this will be too high on the card if that's the case. But even though just the work rate's going to be incredible. It's still kind of less developed than some of the others, but it'll just be the match that steals the show.
And that's exactly I think what Daniel Bryan wants to be.
I think so too.
I think he just wants to be the best match on the card. He doesn't care what it is. He's over all that. He's been to the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And what it does is it puts Andrade over more street cred with the main roster fan base. I think that's very important.
You have time to build Andrade to that if you have like you've been saying on the show, have him and Ray have a respectful,
Yeah. Well, look, you can have him and Mysterio fight again, which is
exactly.
Either way, if Andrade's on the WrestleMania card, that's going to be the match of the night. I'm just. Speaking of which, I'll tell you what. If you want to do it, you want to get a guy for Buddy Murphy. It's either Ciampa or Gargano. How about that?
Gargano would be nice.
Gargano would be the guy for me, but
well, he might be NXT champion that weekend.
Well, that's the only trouble is what do you do? A takeover, and you're going to have
a lot of permutations, Joe.
A lot of stuff going on, baby. A lot of things going on. So there you go. That's our preview and predictions here. So we think Daniel Bryan retains. We're going to go with the boring Sasha Bailey. You're going to win.
I want the Iconics, though. I really do.
Just not Nia and Tamina. Well, it's not it's one of the three that we mentioned. It's not the other couple. It's not Naomi and Carmella. It's not Mandy, Sonya. That's not happening.
Right. I don't think so.
And the Finn Balor, I mean, look, I think it's going to be a lot of exactly what you want it to be again, because they're trying to continue to get some good favor here going into WrestleMania. I'm waiting to see how they're going to disappoint us. They didn't disappoint us at Royal Rumble, and I don't think they're in the business after Kenny Omega signs of disappointing us more.
Right.
I just don't think that's their business right now. The question is, where does Becky show up at this pay-per-view and how?
I think
she's going to show up.
She'll prevent Charlotte from messing with Ronda, I think.
Is that where? All right, fair enough.
Because Charlotte will be at ringside, and she threatened that she might have a new champion to face or whatever. Because I think they could play it like she'll want to face Ruby, of course. So
right.